So in today's speed build, you all, I'm actually building another tiny home, and this one is a micro home. I am attempting to build a 3x3 tiny home. And yes, I've done this before on the channel, but it has been quite a while since I've done this. So I was like, I have to do it. So I had this specific style in mind, basically just this kind of modern-ish, jungly kind of color scheme. It's a little boho, if that's an appropriate word. I'm not really sure at the end of the day, but what this style is, but it's just a lot of green and dark wood tones and like mid-century-ish, modern-ish furniture. It's my own, like a little bit of a, it's an eclectic home, but everything, it has been player tested. I did test out the the bed, the sink, the bathroom. The bathroom was a little bit of a pain in the butt, let me tell you what. So it is a one-tiled bathroom, and you can make that fully functional as long as you have the Discovery University shower. But it worked at first, and then I build on the house a bit more, and then it didn't work, so I had to adjust it again, and it was a lot of back and forth at the end when I finished this build to experiment. But you can see it kind of coming along. I used that really beautiful wallpaper from the base game. It has these leaves on it, and then I used this is actually from Jungle Adventure. It's a wall texture that has two different tones, and I love the colors that it comes with. But this green, you know me, I love the color green. It's my favorite color, especially a dark, rich green like this. It speaks to me so much. And the windows are all from Snowy Escape. I really liked the wood texture on them, and I thought they made sense for this little build, and they were really practical, and they let in a lot of light, but they weren't too modern, but they were still just modern enough. Just a nice little balance between all the different styles. And I put a few clutter objects on top of the microwave here using the OMSP shelf by Picture Amoeba. I will leave a link in the description down below to that. I always do. It's an incredible little tool for you if you want to clutter up your homes a bit more, and I don't know, just make it look a little bit more realistic, because there's some surfaces in The Sims 4 that don't have any slots, and it's a really good tool for that. Definitely recommend checking out my tutorial if you haven't already. It's quite old at this point. It's been a couple years, I think, but it's still very much so practical and makes sense. I do apologize if my voice is at all squeaky in that one, because looking back at my older videos, I definitely talked at a much higher pitch than I usually do. I don't know why. I never really noticed it, even myself. Even when people pointed it out, my boyfriend would even be like, wow, you kind of sound a little high pitched. You sound different. And I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I never really realized it until I actually I was watching back a current video a couple weeks ago, a newish video that I had just made. And then I went back to kind of reference an older video, and I was like, wait, I sound so different. It was night and day. So apologies if that's whenever you came about, because that was an interesting time for me. But yeah, I'm just adding some curtains and stuff. And the last half of this build, I really just worked on the exterior and did some landscaping. I wanted it to look more full and lived in, and I don't know, I didn't want it to just look like this little house just on an empty lot. So I do start building this in Newcrest, and I do finish it in Newcrest, but the screenshots and the thumbnail you will have seen is actually been taken in Evergreen Harbor. I placed it on the Caboose lot because I was just building it here in Newcrest, because I was like, I'm not really sure what I want to build. I just want to build something. And once I finished the build, I realized I didn't really fit here very well, so I moved it to Evergreen Harbor to see if it looked nice, and I loved how it looked. It was perfect in that little spot there. The Caboose lot is this bar that's supposed to be kind of sort of based off of a train. Maybe they use the caboose of a train as the base of the building. I think that's what it is. But yeah, this house is meant to be just this little, shack kind of storage building or something that's been turned into a home. And I don't know, I really, really like this style. I wanted to use this brick so bad, and I still do. This brick from City Living, I want to use that again. I want to use it somewhere, but I can't it just wasn't fitting right. And it took me way too much time to figure out what kind of wallpaper and exterior that I wanted it to have. So you see me kind of go through a lot of different like decisions and choices, and including the roofing. It took me a few minutes to figure out one I liked, but this one from the Eco Lifestyle Pack, I just placed it right here, I think. It's amazing. It apparently has like power production, and it's a solar roof. I had no idea that that's what it did. That blew my mind, and I was like, wow, this is literally transforming everything I want to do now, because the Eco Lifestyle Pack has always been one of my favorite expansion packs in The Sims 4, and I never knew that existed, and I love that. I thought it was just a nice looking roof. I didn't know it had like an actual gameplay mechanic, which is so cool. But yeah, I did add a front porch. I know that technically doesn't make it a 3x3, but this isn't really like a required space. It's just for decor and just to keep it looking cute. I don't know. I did put like a chair and a little telescope there. I do remove the planter pot because I move it somewhere else, but this is just a little decorative space for them, and I honestly just wanted an excuse to put those like support beams from Werewolves. I love that so much. Those support beams from the Werewolves game pack, so good. Definitely recommend that pack for literally everything. It's such a good pack. But yeah, I don't know. It's a cute little house. I'm really proud of it. It is available on the Sims 4 gallery. All you have to do is search for my username. That is luccaowens. It is LUCCAOWENS. And you can also search the hashtag Lucca. That is LUCCA. And all this information will be in the description down below if you didn't catch that. But yeah, definitely would recommend seeing where you would place this, because I personally placed it in Eco Lifestyle in Evergreen Harbor, but there's a ton of different areas. You could place this in Moonwood Mill. You might be able to place it in Strangerville even. I think that would look really cool. You might have to change up the landscaping a bit and do some like dead grass and some cactuses and stuff, but I think that would look amazing. But and towards the end of the build, I was like, I want to add something different. There needs to be something different. So I just did a sneaky little chicken coop out the back. I don't know if it makes sense or if it looks good, but I was like, this gives them something, because I feel like that makes sense, right? They would want to be a little bit self-sufficient, I would hope. And plus, literally having chickens, and it's something that I definitely want in the future in my personal life. I definitely want chickens because it's like the eggs are unequivocally the best eggs you're going to get is from your own backyard, because they're like right there fresh for you. And but also it's just it's a lot more self-sustaining, because you do have to buy like the feed and all that stuff, but like that's honestly at the end of the day I would rather do that. And plus chickens are kind of adorable and silly and stupid in the best ways possible, and I absolutely adore them. They're like the silliest animals you can ever own, because like they're so finicky, but they're also like so incredibly like laid back at the same time. It's hilarious. My mom has chickens, and her chickens are hilarious to me. But yeah, I just added a few more things in the backyard and everything. I added a few planter boxes. I added a little decorative rabbit there. I just was like, I just want to place the rabbit. And then yeah, just a few bits and bobs here and there. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this build. I hope you all enjoyed it. Do let me know in the comments down below what you thought. If you got to this part of the video, how about you comment scrambled eggs? I don't know, just talking about eggs earlier, and that's very oddly specific. And you know what? I want people to scroll into the comments and be like, what does this mean? But anyways, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, stay hydrated. And that is everything. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles. Bye, y'all.